This is David Egan from Corelef Analytics, and this is just a quick video to show you how to use our IC StratoMineR curve fitting software. Now, this is not a complete solution, but a number of customers have already been finding it useful, so we just want to show you how to use this. So you click on the IC StratoMineR logo, and if you're used to using StratoMineR, HC StratoMineR, this will be familiar. First of all, what we do is we click Create an Experiment. You may or may not see this project management, but you can give it a group, you can give it a project, and then here I'm going to give it a name, so IC Demo Video. Okay, so then we browse to our data. In this case, what I have is on my desktop, I have a CSV file with 6 plates worth of curves. And these are all in one file, so I have to split the data. And I'm going to choose the column with which I split the data. There's a plate identifier in there. And then I hit Split Files. Now I tell IC StratoMineR how many assay plates are used here. Here we can see that now there are 6 files, and indeed there are 6 assay plates. And then we hit Save and Continue. Here we can see, I have a look at our file format. As you can see here in these files, I have a plate identifier, your well, one data column, and then we have some other metadata here. There's a cell line column, the concentration, then the units, a compound name, reagent class. So this is sample, positive, negative, etc. And this was added by StratoMineR. It's the actual split column. So if that all looks okay, we can hit Save and Continue. And now what we do is we select the metadata. Most of it is automatically selected. And here what you have to do is you have to deselect your analytical data variables. So in this case there's only one. And so we can click on that and hit Save and Continue. Now what we do is we find where our well identifier is. Here it's well. And now it automatically recognizes that. It figures out what the row, what the column identifiers are from that. And now it's also worked out the data resolution, the plate type, and of course there's only we only picked one feature, so we don't have to pick a default visualization feature, and then we can move on. Okay, now we set up how to plot our curves. So first of all, we have to find where the reagent ID is. Here it's compound name, number 4. Then we pick the concentration column. In this case, it's concentration. Then the reagent class. In this case, it's called reagent class. And then we do have a column for cell line. This is just another condition, and it's optional, but we do have one. And then our units. Again, this is optional, but we do have a column for the actual unit. And then we hit Save and Continue. And now what we do is we actually have our model settings. So we tell it where the actual sample data is. So it's in the reagent class called sample. Where's our positive control data? It's in the reagent class called positive. Our negative is in negative. And we also have a blank subtraction one in here. Again, this is optional, but in ours it's called blank. Then we pick a normalization method. It's pretty straightforward, either percentage activation or percentage inhibition. In these cases, these are kind of inhibition curves, so that's more appropriate. And then we can pick either to transform or not the concentration. Then we decide to fit our curve. Do we want to visualize our concentrations or error bars? So first of all, we'll just fit the curve. And now you can see that there is a data table here, and our curves are down here. And so what it has done is it has recognized the replicates according to common reagent names and reagent classes and common concentrations, and these are recognized as replicates, even if they are on separate plates. And then it fits a curve, and then it is also calculating an IC50. And the IC50 is midway between this line and this line. So it's a relative IC50. And so you can see all of your curves here have been plotted. If we had replicates in there, we could just choose to, instead of plotting the individual points, we could actually plot a single point and then error bars. Let's just do that. And then here you can see, instead of multiple points, we have a single point plus the error bars, and we also have the concentration in here. Then this is our interactive data table. You click on that, it'll pop out into another tab, and then of course we can, as in IC StratoMineR, we can use these filters, use these bars to filter the data. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.